Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome one and all. My name's Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Gatewalkers. Our intrepid adventurers who have all lost their memories have gathered here together in order to embark on an epic quest of adventure and mayhem. I'm sure you noticed there has been a little bit of a change to the roster here today. That is because our dear friend OG Lava Kitten, aka Lushara, has had to take a step away from the table for the time being, so we wish them all the best and hope that we do get to see them either in the chat or across the channel sometime soon. But in their place, we of course will welcome a good friend of mine, one who I met on my many travels around the world. This is, ironically, talking about travel, this is Nomad, who is playing the role of Carl. G'day, Nomad, how are ya?
Pretty good. Doing great.
Love that. Good to see you, and I'm really glad that you're joining us for this game. This is your first game of Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Yes. Yeah, this is gonna be an experience.
I love that. Now I've got a couple questions for you before we kick off. Right, first thing I want to say, because I know that we've talked behind the scenes and we've done our session 0. We've done like a little bit of building and stuff like that. But I want to share with my audience here. What do you expect as someone who is relatively new to like the TTRPG scene and stuff like that? Like, what do you expect from your a Pathfinder game?
Chaos.
Chaos? Just chaos?
Yeah, chaos,
Unbridled
confusion, laughs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Is there anything you're worried about? Anything you might be concerned about?
Too much chaos. Too much confusion.
Chaos. Okay, fair.
People passing out from laughing too hard. All valid risks and threats that we
That's
have to
very
all
true. That's
consider.
very true. I definitely have taken moments where I have wanted to pass out a couple of times, but that's because I'm an alcoholic. Anyway, no, digressing. But thank you for joining us. I cannot wait for you to enjoy today's game. But before we get started, we have some people to thank, and of course our little pre-show stuff to go through. So let's kick into that. First of all, we have our lovely and amazing sponsors who help keep the lights on here and help us look as amazing as we do. First of all, we have Fantasy Grounds for our VGT of choice. Behind me, you'll see all the character maps, all of the tokens, all of the dice rollers are all done using an amazing VTT that allows me to connect to all of these incredible people from all around the world to have fun and gather around the digital campfire so we can tell stories together. And that is what I love. So yeah, go check out Fantasy Grounds. They're really, really good. Sirenscape, because pretty noises help immerse my players into games. I haven't set up Nomad with Sirenscape yet because we're trying to work on one thing at a time. But for everyone else, we have Sirenscape for the sharing of musics and sounds and loveliness. And then, of course, we have Hero Forge for the wonderful character tokens you can see on screen here because, hell, you can make 3D prints of these guys. Look at these things. Aren't they amazing? You can have these printed and sent to you all over the world. They help really embody and bring out your characters and make them lively and stuff. So there you go. That's how it is. So that is our sponsors. But of course, no game is complete without my group of Patreons who support the channel and who help me eat solid food. And today, to share these characters and who they are going to be playing, I'm going to turn it over to them. But of course, we will find out about Carl a little later on. I mean, we've already met Nomad. So let's start from Skully, who plays the role of Bilrutar.
Yeah, it feels very strange being first on this table. Yes, Bellatar, the very angry dwarf, former mercenary, who was on his path of vengeance. It's mainly been solved, and possibly, as far as he's concerned, it might actually be solved if Austria is actually gone forever inside the lands of the Scar, because we did leave him. And is mainly using the brain crew, which is supposed to be everyone else, to solve the mystery for him, because he figures that he's not that smart himself, so he relies on their brain power and he just protects them. At least that's his big plan. Mainly.
Hello, I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion. Rungul is a Lashunta from Castrovel, joining the party as they got teleported from Earth from Galarian over. Or they took a gate which brought them over there, and I joined them over there on myself. Rungul is trying to make a guild of either both Castrovellian and Galarian people. Though he's got a lot of thinking to do, and it might end up being something else entirely. But he's still kind of trying to figure out. But he still wants to solve the mystery of the gates along with the party. So.
Hi, I'm Jen. I play Aelith, the Elven Ranger, who is tagging along with the group after she realized that they're going to need somebody else to kind of help back them up as we try to find the mystery of these lost moments. She's not very happy with the particular individual in the group right now.
More on that in a moment. But and last but not least,
Hi, I'm Mac, and I play Viv, once a puppet, now a little child summoner. They were given the gift of life after their child went through the gates and wished for their friend to come to life. After being separated, they went on a quest to find this child, their friend, and found that they had grown up in their absence. So now they're on a bit of a quest to figure out who they want to be. They've also had a bit of an encounter with the idea of mortality, having been introduced to the cycle of life and death, and now being a follower of the goddess of dreams, Desna. But for now, they have had a bit of a hitchhiker, who's maybe caused a bit of issues at the moment.
all right, perfect. All right, and that is, of course, our lovely players. Now, we have one last person to thank before we kick into today's game, and that is our lovely audience members. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the show. And, of course, giving us your time to kind of enjoy what we do here. Honestly, if it wasn't for you guys being here, I don't know what I'd do. It's truly an honor to have so many of you giving me your time of day. And as such, I don't want you just sitting there and watching. I want you to participate and have a bit of fun with us as well. So I'm inviting you behind the GM screen in order to influence the game while we are doing some stuff. So first of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used for a number of channel point redemptions there, for things like insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, divine intervention, divine healing, and so much more. So go check those out. Those are amazing. But if you want to help support the Dead Aussie Gamer channel and Dag's survival check for the month, then we have a bunch of monetary donations that will obviously go towards helping our party in the adventure. For $5, you can donate to give everyone give a player of your choice a red mark, which is a jinx point that can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. For $5, you can also give me a purple mark, which is a jinx point that can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of two things: either a deck of plot twists, which have a bunch of narrative prompts. I will take said narrative prompt and insert it into today's game live, because I'm a glutton for punishment. The second is a draw from the random roleplay book, which I have, which is filled with a bunch of tables for random NPCs, encounters, curses, and stuff like that. So we flip this, we get some rolls done, and we, make the game more random, because why the hell not? And again, glutton for punishment, so that's what we do. For $20, you can give some of the coveted golden natural 20, because sometimes shit just needs to work, and a nat 20 just gets stuff done. So that's it. $20 for a nat 20. $50, we have two rewards here. First of all is a draw from the infamous tarot deck known as the Harrow, which is filled with a bunch of colorful characters which are bound inside each card. And when our heroes draw this card, they will receive a prophecy. If any member of the group fulfills or rejects the prophecy, they will receive a boon from that card. Either a magic item, a personal favor, or a fighting art that'll be granted to them. In addition, for 3 sessions, they will receive a boost to one of their stats based on whatever card it is. So this is the Owl, which has the Star Suit, which we can see there. And the Star Suit is a wisdom check. So they'll receive a plus 1d4 to all wisdom checks for 3 games. The other $50 reward is a boss buff. And it is what's written on the tin. I make the encounter way harder. Why? Because... And that's just it. And lastly, we have the $100 secret menu item. The secret menu item is, of course, something very special. It is something that I like doing just because, in general, it challenges me to come up with bigger, bolder, and better ideas. And so this secret menu item today is going to our dear friend Nomad. So the $100 secret menu item, should our audience decide to bestow it, will be the ability for our hero to not only be able to utilize a fully autonomous robotic body, but to then also have each section, each arm, each hand, the head, every little bit, act independently as minions under the control of Nomad's character. So Nomad's character is an inventor who is wearing a big suit of armor, but if Nomad wanted to, he could detach the robotic arm per se, detach his eye or a sensor, attach it to the hand, and walk around with a robot crab that has eyeball sensors and scare the living bejesus out of people.
Wow.
So that is
That's
our
awesome.
so that is our secret menu items. The secret menu items are always big, they're always splashy, they're always homebrew stuff. So as a welcome to the show and welcome to the game, that is our secret menu item for today. Of course. There you go. And I think that's everything. Yeah? Feeling
Yeah.
good? Fantastic. Okay, we do have a donation already in from Malakara for a random plot twist, so thank you, Malakara, for that one. Let's give this the old shuffly shuffle, and I swear if it's deja vu, I'm gonna fucking flip my fucking shit.
I've gotten that one before.
I have got that one before. Okay, here we go.
Oh, wow.
All right, here we go. Random plot twist from the middle of the deck.
Please.
Boom!
Please.
Ooh, we have Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. That is, of course, for those of you who don't speak German, that is to take or derive pleasure in the suffering of others. I figured that is what most of my audience is here to do as they watch me try to run this game, but you know what? Fuck it. Why not?
That's one of the first words you used to describe yourself to me.
It is. I am a living embodiment of Schadenfreude. Okay. We also just got a donation from Laura Bones for $25. Getting Red Dwarf flashbacks. Yeah, fair. Nat 20 and a hero point for Nomad. Nomad, welcome to the stream. There you
Nice.
go. Straight away,
Oh,
we've
thank
gotten
you.
that in.
Thank you.
All right. So, hero point. There you go. So again, hero points can be used to stave off a killing blow, roll with advantage, or petition me for something that isn't necessarily in the rules. This could literally be anything. And yeah, it's just like kind of like a currency that we use to just justify doing the wildest stuff. All right, and there is your nat 20. Okay, wunderbar. In which case, yeah, but deja vu is French. Okay, French is a sexy, attractive language, and German makes me feel like I owe someone money.
Again.
Just saying.
Because of the deja vu.
And don't tell Myri, because Myri will come in and kick my ass.
Yeah,
'Cause-
and then take your money.
Yeah, that's true. But we love Orkin
Again.
Spalter. All right, here we go. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's freaking do this. Okay, so when last we left our heroes, let's fire up that music, shall we? There we go. Let's just check the audio there. Okay, that's definitely not the music I needed. It was metal. All right, much better. All right. When last we left off, our adventurers were traveling around the outskirts of the Sarkoris Scar, a land blighted by a long and verdant war against the demons that resided in the abyss. Thanks to the Age of Heroes, the dreaded demon lord Discari was felled, but the world is still healing from these grand battles. A group of adventurers, seeking their memories, escorted a seer by the name of Sakuichi to a city within the Sakura Scar known as Domova. There, they learned of the ancient ritual known as God-calling, to summon forth the old and forgotten deities that reside within these lands, rocks and stones. There, Sakuichi managed to merge with Rune, the god of snow and ice, and became Snowy Owl, now believing themselves to possess the power to defeat Osseo, the Black Frost Whale, the one who our heroes believe may be responsible for everything that has transpired to them up to this point. But other duties call upon them. Edward Riddleson, our hero's benefactor, has summoned them back to Lepidstadt for a report on everything they had found. But upon their way, our heroes were besieged by some of the demons, two of which have managed to take hold of Lushara and Viv. In a twisted turn of events, the identity of these demons was revealed by a lovely husband and wife who had offered shelter to our heroes, but at quite a great cost. For when the demon was unveiled, and the man and wife attempted to rid themselves of the demon, it was none other than Rongol, who in cold-blooded fury slew a man in a wheelchair, and unveiled the truth behind his magics, that he had used and conjured illusions in order to try and deter demons from attacking him. But it was really just him, alone in a dilapidated home. And now knowing that a demon resides within their friend, much had to be discussed, but only once the caravan had been reunited. Birita, your journey has been quite peaceful, as you have made your way in the company of your entourage of characters. This, of course, being Ace, the goblin driver, and Alistair, the wolfman. As you continue towards the rendezvous point, you actually see what looks to be a argument between Aelith, your elven archer, and Rongol, the alien Lashunta thaumaturge. Tension seems to be quite high, and you're not sure what's going on, but you believe that you should probably hasten the mark. Viv, of course, between trying to keep the peace, while Lushara is kind of stepped off to the side. Birita, you come into the clearing. The scene is yours.
Okay, so to avoid spooking them by effectively sneaking up, especially if they're very clearly having an argument backwards and forwards and possibly not paying too much attention to each other, Bill will try to give a very loud whistle to announce the presence of the rest of the group.
All right.
Also to try and break up the argument as well, temporarily.
All right, sure. The three of you, all four of you hear the sounds of the whistling coming from nearby as you see Birita coming forth with the others.
Hi, Bill. A little help over here, please.
Why? What happened? Last time I saw Aelith that bad, it was at me.
Not wrong.
Here's the thing, I don't know if me or Ayla should start our argument, because I'm like, I don't... Yeah.
Aelith, this is a good time for you to potentially explain things.
Rongol decided to murder somebody in cold blood.
I did not mean to murder them. I thought they were the core of a creature.
You didn't even give us a chance to discuss letting us go.
I don't think he was willing to just let us go. I mean, he was going to let, like, me and you go. He wasn't about to let Viv or Lashar go.
And you know that how? Because we never got a chance to talk to him about it.
Lashar was just about to go out. He literally told us. He said he would let us go, but not them.
At this point,
have the opportunity to talk.
at this point, we have a brief cutscene to that scene because it has been a little while, so allow me to refresh. There is a scene inside of this small cottage. A man in a wheelchair and his wife who has just summoned and donned armor upon themselves. The two of you may go. But the little one, pointing at Viv, and her, pointing at Lashara, they cannot. They house the demons within themselves. If they attempt to leave, then there is no end to the evil that they could unleash upon this land. We will take care of them, but you take your friend and go now. The scene heightens, moving forward, an argument, a back and forth, begging for allowing your friends to return to your quest, the refusal. But then, a quick sleight of hand, a drawing of a chakram that gets flung towards the man in a wheelchair, hitting him square in the chest. The look of alarm from the wife as her husband lays dying in front of her, before her body disintegrates. The world around changes and shifts. The lovely, beautiful cottage now gives way to a dilapidated and broken down home, and all you see is the corpse of the man killed by Rongul. He tries to get a few words uttered out as Rongul grabs hold and wrenches his weapon clean free, causing him to bleed out, only leaving gurgles behind before his death. We now return to our current scene.
Look, I'm really sorry that happened. I still don't know how things work here on Galarian. On Castrovel, it's always been survival of the fittest. If you stop, you get eaten by a giant purple dinosaur.
But, Rongo, and I appreciate this might not make sense coming from me. Ulsra told us the demons can possess. We encountered that when we just entered the place. If this guy was here, presumably one of the fighters from the time, he might have known how to get rid of whatever was possessing them. I'm starting to question whether you're possessed because of that amount of anger.
As soon as he stood up, and when he got angry at us, the room shifted a little bit.
We
He
take
was
a
in a wheelchair.
Yeah, we take a moment to backtrack. I feel like that's more of a Neil mistake than a Rongul mistake.
That happened though.
He did not stand up. I promise you.
Well, the room shifted at least.
It did do that. It did tremble. It did have the magic that
Yeah.
went through. Yes, you're absolutely right. But I will promise you, Neil, here, hand to God, he did
Okay.
not stand up. He was in a wheelchair, buddy.
Okay, that's sorry.
Watching in the stream, I'm pretty sure the wife drew the sword.
Yeah, the wife drew.
Outside.
Yeah, the wife. The wife was the one who summoned the armor. Like, remember, it magically appeared on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. As this happens, Lashara will then turn and take a moment and ask, this is all well and good, and I appreciate that you've stood up for me, but that doesn't change the fact of what you now know. A demon has possessed both me and Viv. We cannot pass through this barrier until the Wardstone is destroyed. And if you aren't going to destroy the Wardstone to allow us passage, then we have a problem.
Viv asked me for help before. That's why I went and did it.
Didn't mean for you to hurt anyone.
I'm sure, haven't meant to hurt a lot of people on the way, and yet we fought hobgoblins, we fought druid, or you, not me. Sorry, I don't know about the druids. We fought in. I mean, you fought your undead friend Arseni as a dragon.
Who struck first?
So it's kind of out in the open now that both of us have demons, right, Doug?
Yes, Lashara and Viv now have confirmed they have demons. Lashara's demon has full possession of Lashara, but because Viv came up with a deal, Viv is actually in control, but the demon is just riding shotgun, like just hearing everything and, aware of things.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure before she started talking.
No, you're good, you're good.
when when we were in the caves, they 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 said they wanted to get out. They've been trapped for a long time, and I was scared. I was scared that they were gonna hurt all of you if I said anything. I I I I let this happen because I didn't want anyone to get hurt. But I didn't want anyone to die for me. Especially not a stranger, an old man.
He said,
I
"I'm
thought he was gonna
sorry."
hurt all of you.
I thought he was gonna hurt you.
The demon inside of Lashara goes, I just want to point out that if this was me killing people, everyone would be bringing out their religious symbols, their torches, their pitchforks. Oh my god, they killed a man in a wheelchair. Whatever. I don't give a shit what you heroes think is right and wrong. I'm trying to survive with my friend. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm grateful that you killed that fucker because he was going to kill us. Because I don't know about you, but the Mendevian Crusaders aren't really big on listening. If that guy lost his legs, he would have. If that guy hadn't lost his legs, he probably would have stood up to kick our asses. So, from what I think, thank you, Rongo, for murdering this man and, saving my fucking life.
We're just is this
It's
Lashura talking?
It's Lashara's
Lashara-
body, but the demon talking.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not happy, but we need Lushara. And we need Viv too.
Look, I can read into this woman's mind. She is conflicted, and she's been conflicted traveling with you. She's wanted to find her brother for some time, and she feels it deep within her, the trail getting colder and colder. I'll tell you what. If breaking the Wardstone is going to create some sort of massive moral dilemma, then me and my demon friend, we'll continue to find our own way out of here. But we'll be taking Lashara with us. Don't worry, she won't come into any harm, but we'll go a different way. Help her get back on a right path to trying to find her sibling. In the meantime, you can do this grand, heroic gesture of trying to save the world from some giant black whale jackass and play the hero to redeem yourself for killing that old man. What do you say?
Now, obviously, because this is. Oh, we lost
Oop.
Mac.
Oh, that's okay. Mac will come back.
From Sim. Yeah. Now, obviously, because we know above the table. Right again.
The other way.
Yeah. Bill will agree, but he will also threaten the demon with a very guttural. If I hear that you're besmirching her name and going forward, trust me, we'll find you again. And it won't be pretty.
He looks to you and sort of gives you this, like, kind of, it's a knowing, but at the same time, kind of like, making deals with evil entities is not really a great idea, but he'll agree. He'll say, as long as she continues to provide a suitable place for us to remain, then they have nothing to worry about. It's your kind that's more of a danger than us.
You won't be leaving her alone, yeah?
No. At this point, the demon inside you, Viv, will also tell you the same thing. Like, you fulfilled your end of the bargain, so I'll make sure that my friend and I also fulfill ours. All we want to do is get out. And if that also involves helping your friend try and find her brother, then we'll do our best.
I'm assuming at this point Magnus is still basically glued to Aelith, correct?
Yes, Magnus is still glued to Aelith. I'm gonna say that for the time being, Magnus will be offered as like kind of a conduit to Lashara. Should Lashara ever need to rejoin the group, Magnus can lead Lashara back here. But in the meantime, however, with a somewhat tentative deal struck, Viv bids farewell to the demon, and the group bids farewell to Lashara, who is permitted to give you a farewell. There is some expressions of desires for having done more in certain places. There's definitely some strong feelings towards some of the choices made upon your journey, but the one thing remains true, that you have all fought side by side, and you've all proven yourself time and time again to be people she can count as friends. This will not be the last time that you will cross paths. It will just need some time.
I hope you find your brother.
And I hope you build your guild. Your interstellar space guild.
I can't wait to get a dress from you, Lashara.
She says, one day I'll make sure that all of my signage from my tailoring shop is so big that you'll never be able to miss it.
You be safe, Lashara.
And you too. You've already done a great job keeping these guys alive, and it's only just a little further now. And Bill, try to learn to bury some of that anger. I know that it may help you in times of trouble, but hopefully your life will not always be that.
Guess it depends what answer we find at the end of this road.
She'll relinquish a few odds and ends. I'll go through inventory and stuff like that for like quest items and stuff, but then Lashara will journey northward. As you watch them leave, you now, Viv, can pass through the warding barrier with no problems, having no demon on your person, meaning that you can begin your journey eastward. Westward. But before you do, however, you see something odd in the sky. It is pointed out by Snowy Owl. A meteorite. Which lands with a terrible roar. It is not too far away. With haste, our caravan and heroes make their way north, but instead of finding a celestial object, there is what looks to be a man made of metal, laying sprawled out onto the floor, amidst a small cloud of debris.
Friend of yours, Rongo?
I've never actually. Does this metal body look familiar?
Absolutely not.
Okay, yeah. No, I've never met. I don't know him. However, be careful. It might, like, as alien as I am, they'll be the exact same, maybe. So, I mean, potentially, if they survived.
Hi.
Nomad, could you please describe your character as you slowly awaken from probably the roughest transportation spell you have ever experienced?
So, Carl, in his robotic mech, from head to toe, creaks, groans, you hear metal just unfolding, crinkling as he slowly gets up. And all you can see is that from head to toe, he appears to be essentially a man in a giant suit made out of metal that is slowly unfolding itself and buffing out its dents from a hard impact.
Hello there, metal man. From which planet do you come from?
This one, I think. I'm
What?
pretty sure.
You just fell from space. How did? How are you coming
Well-
from here?
Unless Riddleson sent me somewhere else, I don't think I went to a different planet.
That being said, you are now, Carl, realizing that you're talking to Rongel, who does appear quite alien. Maybe you did end up on another planet.
This was not.
Oh, don't worry, you're in the right place. If you said Riddleson, I think so at least. You looking for a Gatewalker buddies?
So Riddleson said that I had to go find some colleagues of his, and now here I am. Where exactly is here?
Just
Back end of
outside the
hell.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that might be a little bit outside of where I expected.
Are you okay? Are you all dented up, or do you need help? You're in a big crater.
I'm
You're
good.
also on
This,
fire.
that's fine. That's fine. The suit does that sometimes.
Oh dear.
That's nothing to worry about.
Straightening yourself up, Carl, you begin to run a very, very, basic diagnostics, just making sure that all your parts are working and stuff. You do seem relatively unharmed, and these individuals who call themselves Gatewalkers all seem to bear the same tattoo that you seem to bear as well. Which is, of course, this symbol here.
I can't help but notice. Oh, really quick, Dag. This is within eyesight of my character, yes?
Most of them are, yes.
Okay. I can't help but notice some of you have the same symbol that I've got.
What are you up to?
I'm guessing you're the right people. I was told to find Riddleson's associates and bring him back. I'm assuming it's you guys. All I've really got to go off of is a description, and that symbol seems to fit the mark.
That'd be us. At least,
He was
unless you have
one
another
that hired
associate.
us to begin with, so
I've never met this Riddleson, but I'm quite eager.
Wait, this is our
Well-
friend from outer space.
Oh, yes. Hello there. My name is Rungul, and I'm from Casterville.
Hello. Who is everybody else? I've got pretty much nothing to go off of, other than now knowing you, Rongul.
At this point, speaking up, because apparently for some reason everyone has become very camera shy in the weeks that we have not. In the week that we've not.
I was
I
letting someone else
I was
talk.
about to speak, but he was yawning.
Approaching,
I was coughing.
approaching
Oh,
the
you're dying, okay.
approaching the strange individual, scribbling furiously on a notepad, is what appears to be a German Shepherd man. He says, "Ah, yes, no, this is truly amazing. You're a walking marvel of technology here. It's a pleasure to meeting you, Carl. I am Yuri Abadaran, and I'm a Pathfinder chronicler. I do a lot of writing down of the goings-on of history, past, present, predictions of the future even sometimes, and right now I'm just recording the exploits of these wonderful individuals who have been fighting tooth and nail to try and help the world in their own unique, albeit somewhat chaotic way. Und with me here is, of course, Ace, who is a driver, who is currently driving the wagon. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
We got a wagon again?
Yeah, no, we found a wagon. It was kind of abandoned. It's not like my old wagon. It's a new one. It's kind of shiny, but I reckon I can make it work, It's fine, though, it'll get from point A to point B. If point B is like, just down the road, that is.
Was it a mechanical beetle that
No,
could dig?
No, it's just a wagon.
Oh, I thought we had a
No.
digging wagon.
We couldn't take it through the barrier, remember?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I'm Viv.
okay.
I was a puppet, but Dr. Wilson didn't know that. But now it doesn't matter because I'm a kid. Full flesh thing and everything.
You have very nice flesh. Who are you guys?
I'm Aelith, who just happened upon this group some time ago. So I've never met this Riddleson person.
God, that means that other than Viv, I'm the only one that's actually met the guy. God, that seems strange.
Mm.
Well, we might all be getting the chance to. I was told to come here and get you guys back. He needs to, for some reason, I don't know fully why, he needs you back. So I was told to come here and get us to a spot where we could do a teleportation spell to get back to
Ooh.
him.
At this
I
point,
I guess that means he's getting impatient.
so at this point in time, you hear a kind of like a stomp sort of now, like kind of like the noise of one of those, those pipes that they have that like shoot air and you send
Letter
messages
shoot.
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of them sort of churns on the back of Carl's robotic body, and in his hand is suddenly thunk, this cylindrical tube that, when he opens it up, is actually within the inside is a scroll of teleportation. It is it is one that is keyed in to Ustalav. It's specifically in the northern area of Ustalav. It won't take you specifically to where you need to go, but within a ballpark region of where you need to go.
Apparently he's getting impatient. He sent us a letter to come see him after we dealt with wherever it is we were doing in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Are we thinking this is going to be another like crash landing situation? Like, do we need to get like parachutes or something if we're going to teleport over?
At this point in time, somebody else speaks up. A beautiful woman with glowing blue wings and azure eyes speaks and addresses the group. The landing did seem relatively difficult, but it seems as though our friend is uninjured. She actually reaches over and very tenderly touches the back of your hand, raising it to her chin. She says, "I am Snowy Owl. It is a pleasure to meet you, Carl, and thank you for coming so far and traveling in such a rough way to meet with these, my guardians and companions."
I'm just doing what the boss told me, but if I'll get answers out of it, I'm willing to go anywhere. So, no problem.
Wonderful. Well, it seems as though our capable guide is ready, and if this is the way that the gods have intended for us to travel and journey next, then I will use my power to ensure that the transportation is not as violent as perhaps the landing here was.
And are Ace and Yuri coming with us too?
At this point, Ace speaks up. Hey, look, listen, kid. My job was to get you in and out of the Sakura Scar, and I feel like my job is done. With my wagon being destroyed, it's about time that I head back and maybe try my hand at something new, That Beetle was actually a really cool car. I liked that idea, and maybe I can make something better of it. But I'm going to need bits and pieces and parts, and, you don't want to be there for the development process. But rest assured, once I'm done, I'll make sure I give you guys the first ride.
Oh, thank you, Ace.
Thank you.
Yuri then says, "Well, technically speaking, my investigation was supposed to determine whether or not you were guilty as criminals who had, attacked the Hobgoblin embassy and needlessly assaulted the ambassador. But, to be fair, as I said early on, he was a bit of a dickhead. But, as much as I would like to go and chronicle the rest of your journey, I think perhaps I need to return with what I have already back to the Pathfinder Society so that they can at least expunge your names from any criminal wrongdoings. It is greatly appreciated, but they are always very close to a Pathfinder Society lodge, no matter where we travel, so I will make my way there, perhaps in the company of Ace for the time being. But rest assured, if ever you need the guidance or assistance of the Pathfinder Society, present them with this. And he hands you a small medallion with the symbol of the Pathfinder Society.
Ooh.
There you'll be able to send missives and communicate, and if you ever need or require anything, don't hesitate to ask. After all, my friends, you have come through time and time again, and the journey that you are on is fraught with even more dangers. But the reward, of course, will be freedom for many people all around, so I am very invested in where your story will end. But for now, however, I will bid you auf Wiedersehen.
Bill will
Thank
just
you so much
chuckle,
for
and then
having our
under
back,
his
Yuri.
breath, he'll just say, well, at least the end of our log is going to be they did not run from the reach of the law.
Yuri,
Hmm?
if either of you run into Astra, can just tell him that we're happy he's okay.
In the event that we do, we will be sure to send your sentiments across.
Thank you.
All right. Safe journeys.
Auf Wiedersehen.
He laughs and he carries on. All right. Carl. This is very emotional for everyone except you. As you are preparing the spell, you've kind of found a nice big clearing to go off. And Snowy Owl will, of course, use their large sort of ethereal wings to enshroud everyone as they prepare for the jump. Carl, we're going to get you to make your first roll. Are you ready?
So ready.
All right. I'm going to get you to make an Arcana check.
I wasn't ready.
Use the scroll.
I wasn't ready.
I believe your character has no skill in Arcana, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Trick
no, that's
the scroll to use it.
that is correct. Which
Brilliant.
tag? Which one would that be then?
Okay, so it's still Arcana. So on your character sheet, the second little tab at the top there, on the side, you have your skills. Then you've got Arcana, which you see it says +4 on the right-hand side.
Oh yes.
So you can either drag and drop that anywhere, or you can double-click on it. Brilliant. Yeah. So, a large glowing bubble suddenly enshrouds our heroes as this, basically force bubble is now created and shoots streaming up into the air. As it does so, everyone is partially panicked, mostly because you are now careening at speed across the landscape.
Remember, if it's a rough landing, land on your neck. It'll break your fall.
We don't have metal suits.
You'll probably be fine.
Okay.
All right, as I've got so many horrifying places. Oh, you know what?
I'm imagining it's like in the Muppet Christmas Carol where we're just like,
All right, let's see. Ooh, is
Just
that
waiting for
the-
you to see. You wrap your puppet around you, so it's quite an ear cushion because of the spring area.
Okay, 1 second while I... Let's see. I just had a really, really cool one here. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Aha! Perfect. Okay. All right. As you come screaming down from your location, you land with a thud on the ground covered in snow. As this happens, it is a very similar crater to the one that you had left, except everyone seems to be standing upright, except for Carl, who is lying face down. In almost the exact same pose. In fact, it's a Yamcha pose. Okay, sorry, how many
I
people...
was gonna say, do we all get Yamcha?
Sorry, really quick, how many people laughed just then? I know Bill Retard
Why?
did. Who else did? Be honest. Cool. Excellent. Ding ding! Fucking Schadenfreude!
Jag.
It's because you were yeah, it's because you laughed when you hit the dirt. Okay. Let me just get my stuff over here. So, we have Viv, we have Birata, we have Lashar. Oh no, we don't have Lashar. Oh no. That was
Oh
sad.
no.
We
I'm
have...
gonna ask the question.
Yeah, that just
before
hurt,
we,
man.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm gonna ask the question before we get into this next bit because it was the next day, so we'd have all had the long rest.
Yes,
Just to
I will give you
rest
guys
things.
the long rest here
Yeah.
in just a moment. And Aleph. Share screen. There we go. Okay, so you guys should be able to see all the characters, yes?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, fantastic. Overnight rest. Everyone is healed up. Bilratar, you are no longer doomed. Okay. And here you find yourselves now at the outskirts of Ustalav. Let's change the music up a little bit. All right. Ustalav is a darkened land. The sky is always gray and cloudy. A soft rain always seems sort of on the edge of any kind of weather pattern that seems to be happening. The trees here are old and decrepit. The pathway in front of you is worn. And in the distance, you can see a large tree that seems to house a murder of crows that are watching you intently. This is the land of werewolves, vampires, specters, and spooks. And, Carl, as you pull yourself out from the snow, you realize about 12 miles south by southeast is where you need to head to find yourself at the Riddleson estate.
I gotta work on that landing.
At least you
Okay.
targeted an area that's soft with the snow.
Mhm.
Somehow the metal never gets any easier to brace on. Anyways, once we've... This is not where we're supposed to be. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to go that way. And then informs everybody of, I guess, the general area. We're supposed to head out about 12 miles in that direction. It looks like we were a little bit off on our landing. I don't know how that could have happened. I blame the owl.
Snowy Owl doesn't seem to mind getting blamed. She seems to actually be enjoying the change of atmosphere from the demon realm, which was kind of choking with like this kind of almost brimstony air, to actually some rather fresh, slightly chilled, cool air as he, as she sort of breathes in.
I didn't know cold could feel like this. Last time I was in a snowy area, I was all poppet. I was all cotton and cloth. This is a new experience.
Same here, actually. I don't think Casterville gets a lot of snow. Is that correct, Dag?
No, Casterville gets snow.
Okay. I haven't been in the snow a lot, so this is still like, it's still always exciting to see it.
Also, really quickly, Mackenzie, if you're in chat, can you type in !D12, please, into chat? That is exclamation D12. No reason, just, carry on.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Now, it might seem strange. Bill will probably try to use the snow to quickly wipe as much of the ashen scent of the scar off as he can. Because this is the first opportunity to effectively try to
Well, that's actually a
smell.
good idea. Seeing Bill Retard do this, and Rungul will be like, that's actually a really good idea, and he'll join him and also rub snow on himself.
Make a fort save.
I'm guessing both of us.
Yeah.
To freeze.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Birita, you're fine. You're pretty hardy, and as you kind of rub snow upon yourself, you kind of, feel that kind of like, you're making that armor. Rongul, this is an alien technique to you, and as you do so, you just take 1d6 cold damage. You take 2 points of cold damage just because you are now freezing yourself as you just cover yourself with snow.
I suggest we get moving before we all start freezing.
Yeah, that was a good.
Good idea.
So, sounds right.
I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
Meanwhile, inside you're like you've got like padded seat warmers.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are
Little
talking
heater
about.
turned on.
Carl.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, let's do you want to take the front or the back?
I'll go front.
Go. I'll go at the back and keep making sure Ron goes in front of me this time.
Please
Then,
do.
Yeah. Okay. And Viv?
Viv will go between Rongul and Aelith. At the moment, she thinks as much distance as possible between you two is probably the best idea.
And where do you want to put Carl?
Carl
Between
just
all of
starts
us.
eagerly running, trying to lead the way,
Oh,
knowing where to go, and just takes a nice lead, just running off at speed.
Okay. As you begin to do so, you start stepping into the snow. You again know exactly where you're going, so running at speed is not a problem. Bilrata and Viv, they're a little bit smaller, so in the snow they have a little bit of trouble kind of keeping up in certain areas where the snow is a bit thicker. But eventually, you begin to come to a small corner where, as you step on a piece of snow, you hear a sickening crack sound that echoes throughout this sort of area. What do you do, Carl? Carl, you stepped on some thin ice, Carl. That's dangerous, Carl.
Carl stops in his tracks, listening to the crack just echoing, and pretty much just warns everybody, hey guys, just a heads up. We might have to go around this. Who here can fly or jump? Show of hands.
Snowy Owl puts her hand up.
Viv puts her hand up to jump, not realizing you mean jump very far.
This
But don't you know
might be
White
a
Toy
problem.
can't jump? It's fine. It's because
I
you're a
can hear
toy.
you. I'm sorry.
I said White Toy can't jump.
Shut up, man. Shut up, bro.
This might be a problem. We've got some thin ice here. And then Carl just kind of looks back to inform everybody to kind of get, since he's not familiar with everybody in the crew yet, he's just trying to inform everybody and kind of assess the physical capabilities.
I actually also forgot to tell you about some of the stuff I gave you through buying equipment because I was dumb. So I've not only given you a superior repair kit for helping your armor, I also gave you two very I gave you 2 very special items. The first item is a hauling rune. That means that you can actually not only lift extra weight, but you can actually move creatures within a 10-foot range of your body. So you've actually got a 10-foot reach where you can reposition people. In addition, I actually also gave you a greater rope of climbing, which is a 50-foot rope that you can, with a command word, animate as an animated rope that'll just like move at will. These I've kind of put into kind of like wrist slots, kind of Spider-Man-y style, and I'm going to make them like cable as opposed to rope. So you have animated yeah, you've got robotic animated cable.
Are these one time or is this like a permanent addition? Okay.
He's Spider-Man from the future.
I thought you'd like those.
Oh yeah. Okay, new plan then. As Carl's asking who can fly, who can jump, and just getting kind of, you know, familiar with the crew, he offers to try and jump and offers to anybody who wants to ride. I've got enough room in this thing for a couple people at least. So anybody who can't fly or jump can hitch a ride. And Carl offers to put like Viv, I think I got the sizing correct for characters, just like up on the shoulders of the mech.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you could probably have Viv kind of hanging off your shoulder, and you could probably have somebody clinging to your back as well. But that'd probably be it comfortably.
All right. So yeah, if anybody's opposed to going over the thin ice, we could all grab on. We could grab 2 of you and then
Isn't there like a
see how this
rock
goes.
formation right over here?
Yeah.
We could just go around the.
Oh,
like-
don't use the map.
river?
That's a
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
that's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my, there's water. There's ice everywhere, and no cliffs at all.
It's not ice. It's not ice. It is.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They could be covering effectively a great big
Yeah.
crevasse.
Well, if
Just
I go
the
with
thing.
you, Carl, I might be able to then grab at least one person because I have a spell that can yoink people. So I'm good to go.
So Viv, do you climb up on the mech?
I try.
All right, you go over to the mech and you start to climb up on it. As soon as you do so, Carl, you feel yourself suddenly shift, suddenly down about 2.5 feet. Realizing that adding extra weight when you are precariously balanced on something thin was probably not the smartest of ideas, as the cracking sound suddenly gets larger, but plus side, you don't fall through the ice. Hooray! Turns out you're actually at the snow cap of an avalanche. And we're going to go into initiative. So, as
Time
as
to
the
ski,
ice,
guys.
as the snow
Viv
and
has
ice,
never known snow. She doesn't know these things.
as the snow and ice cracks, the whole cap begins to slide downhill, rolling through. And I want to thank Mackenzie for this random encounter. That was number 6 on my little roll chart here. A snowdrift turns the party into a turns into a miniature avalanche. So that's what we're gonna go with.
Thank you, Mackenzie.
Yeah, thanks. Yep. Sorry, you said which one was it?
So it'll be.
Dark-
I'll do it in a second.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't stress. All right, here we go. Avalanche start. All right. So, according to our initiative, Rongol, you're up first, followed by Snowy Owl, then Aelith, then Bilratar, Carl, and Viv. You guys are last. All right, Rongol.
Makes sense.
All right. Is there any? So, not looking at the map. Then, are there any trees nearby?
Looking down, you can see a few trees that you are heading in the direction of as the ice cap begins to slide.
Okay. Who am I next to, or is it just kind of?
You are in the exact formation that you see in front of you, with the difference being that Viv is now on top of, Carl.
Okay. Um. Because trying to think of who needs it most, but I feel Bilrotar might be able to grab onto something of the strength. So I think I'm going to grab onto Aelith. If Aelith, can I grab on?
Aelith? You can give him the silent treatment, smack his hand away, and be like, "Don't touch me, you old man killer, you. I haven't forgiven you for all this stuff yet. I don't need your help. I am a freaking ranger. I can look after myself." I'm so mean, but
What
that's
do you plan on
because
doing?
I am. Okay, so I'm gonna stop that there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you guys are at the apex of an avalanche. You do not have the time for a back and forth discussion on what the full plan is.
Sure.
Okay, so I will grab onto Aelith's arm, just assuming that she doesn't want me to like put my arm around her to get a better leverage. And I'm going to take out my grapple hook and shoot it at a tree to try and grab on.
Okay, now as I mentioned, the trees are a bit further down, so you're throwing it forward so that when you go past them, it will then pull you so that you don't continue to slide down. Okay?
Yep. Done.
At this point in time, Snowy Owl takes to the air, flying just above the cap. She will wonder how she can help. Does she have any spells that are useful? She's got Read Omens. She should have seen this coming. Okay, she's going to use Guidance on Bilrotar to give you a +1 on the next check that you're going to make, just to kind of help you in whatever situation that you are in. So she begins to let loose her Divine Radiance in your direction, and you will get a +1 bonus from Guidance. But that is all she'll do, as we then go to Aelith. You currently have your arm held by Rongol. The ice is sliding slowly, but yep.
Are we going to keep running, or what are we doing?
You're currently losing your footing, and the entire
start running.
Yeah. Where are you running? Are you running up? Are you running down? Are you running left? Are you running right? Because remember, Rongol is holding you. Or do you need me to describe the scene better?
So the trees are further down.
Correct. They are downhill where you are heading towards. Do you know what it... Okay, so I don't know if I maybe described this because I implied it. So do you know when a snow cap breaks? Do you know what that's like? So, so a snow cap is basically like where there's... Imagine, if you would, like just a huge amount of snow that you would be walking on top of. You can't feel earth and stone beneath you. It's just compact snow. Now, underneath that, when that entire area snaps or breaks, the entire land with you on top of it will slide and eventually start rolling into what will become an avalanche. Now, unlike most avalanche encounters, where you tend to be in the middle and watch a big avalanche coming towards you, in this case, you're actually at the top of the avalanche. You're at the starting point. So it's now breaking and sending you downhill to become an avalanche.
Okay,
Now, when I said the trees are downhill, and you, even if you stood still, are moving towards those trees as the whole ice cap falls down. Now, if you want to run, you could potentially run parallel to the where the ice is falling. You could run against where the ice is falling and try to, outrun it that way. Or you can run in the same direction, but I don't know why you would do that.
Oh boy.
If you're having trouble, you can make a survival check, and I can try and help you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, because with Rongol holding her arm, I'm not sure what she would do. Alright, survival.
Alright, with a survival check, if Rongol is holding you down and he's got the grappling hook, start a chain. Start attaching yourself to other people so that when Rongol does catch that tree, you'll be able to catch someone else. And then hopefully they might be able to catch someone else, and so on and so forth. So pick someone and either throw them a rope, give them the end of your bow and arrow, whatever it is you want to, but find a way to connect to them.
Okay, then she will pull out her rope. Bill Ratar catch this, and she'll toss out an end to Bill.
All right. Bill, I presume you want to grab hold of it?
Yep.
Go. Fantastic.
One hand.
All right. Aelith, you are now attached to Bill. You brace yourself with Rongol, and so drawing out your rope, throwing it to Bill, reinforcing your arm. That's your 3 actions. All right, which goes to Bill Ratar.
Now, Bill's got one thought at this point, with one arm firmly wrapping around the rope, trying to secure it into basically his left hand.
Mm-hmm.
Is he's probably seen Rongol take out his grappling hook ready,
Mm-hmm.
but he probably realizes that relying on one point of anchor in this sort of situation is not always the best thing to do.
Sure.
So it might destroy it in the end, but I will take out the net that I have and basically try to ready to throw it up into the trees to snag it and basically become like a cargo netting as he holds onto it with the other hand.
Okay, cool. We're gonna make
Just
you.
not a single point. It's
We're gonna get you to make an athletics check when you get closer to the trees. So just remind me of that. But that's what you're doing. You one action, you're readying to get that net out and use it to help distribute the energy to other anchor points. Love that. All right, fantastic. All right, after that we go to Carl. You feel the ground beneath you starting to slip. What do you do, Carl?
As Carl looks around and sees everybody's kind of already going for grappling hooks or ropes or something, everybody else is kind of already, chained together with Viv on the suit, on the shoulder of the mech. Carl shouts out to the Snowy Owl.
Mm-hmm.
And as Snowy Owl still flying above, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so as Snowy Owl's above, Carl shouts out and then launches the rope of climbing, or the wires, the cables, straight into the air in Snowy Owl's direction in hope that Snowy Owl will be able to grab it.
Okay, yeah, no, Snowy Owl will absolutely. As she sees you launch out the rope, not only that, but your rope is, like I said, animated. So as soon as she goes out to grab it, it will automatically wrap around her arms to extra secure itself. All right. You still have 2 more actions, so if you want to, you could potentially grab onto Viv a little tighter, or do you have explosive leap?
I don't have that on this.
Oh, we
build.
didn't get that. Okay, that was.
I thought about it. That was the first thing I checked. Explosions were the first thing I checked.
More explosions. That's how to solve these problems.
That's how you fix the avalanche. More explosives. Okay, as that goes up into the air, then Carl will just simultaneously, while shooting the one cable up into the air, just grab on and try to basically just make an actual, just kind of fortify Viv on the suit so Viv doesn't fall off. Just essentially bracing better with the one hand as the other cable is going up into the air.
Beautiful. Love it. Okay. And Viv, last but not least.
Okay, so Viv has no idea what's happening, as they've never been in a snowy climate, and they've also had a flesh body for maybe 2 months. So they just know that suddenly the floor is falling out from beneath them. So I think the only thing they can really think to do is probably, as they're on this giant mecha man shoulders, just kind of grab around like a cat around the neck. Like it just kind of looks like a cat is gripping onto this machine man, as she's just trying to reinforce her hold on this on this chute.
All right. And what about your Eidolon, the large jack-in-a-box that's over here?
I don't know if I don't think he was summoned yet.
Well, he wasn't? Very well. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
All right. The ice snaps. There is a rumbling sound. as you begin to slide. First thing I'm going to need is an athletics check from everyone. Anyone who fails will be knocked prone by the avalanche. So-
Does this use up the guidance? from
This will
Secretary?
use your guidance.
Okay.
Yep. Carl, for you, on your main page on the bottom right-hand side, that should be where you find your reflex save.
Oh, sorry.
I
Wait.
thought you
That
Oh,
they
Oh,
said
sorry, athletics check. Never mind. I'm
Wait.
dumb.
Wait.
Yep.
I
I'll
grabbed
need
the wrong thing. Oh, wait. It was athletics?
It was athletics.
Okay, ignore that one. I grabbed athletics and then I tried to do away with it and I just doubled it. There we go.
Okay, here we go. Interesting. Okay, your target number was 23. Who am I missing? I'm missing... Ooh, bright pink one. Who got the bright pink one? Was that Viv?
That was Viv.
Hey, the very pink one.
Okay. So, with 23 being the DC, let's go down the line. So, Carl, you get a 27. You manage to hold your ground, and Viv, on your sort of being grabbed as well. The two of you are actually pretty stable, and Snowy Owl is holding on to you to help reinforce that. Bill, thanks to your net, you are able to distribute the power and hold yourself tight, as does Rongul. However, Aelith, currently that is a critical fumble.
Ooh.
Do you want to use a hero point or nat 20 potentially, or are you going to ride it out and see what happens?
If I have any hero points.
You have one hero
Yeah.
point remaining.
Oh, I'll try a hero point.
All right, go for the reroll.
Athletics.
Oh no.
An 18. Okay, well that's a
better, yeah.
failure, not a critical failure, meaning you are
Yeah.
indeed knocked prone. But thankfully, Rongul still does have you by the hand. Rongul, we're gonna need to make a ranged attack for your grappling hook. If you make it, then you and Aelith are safe. If you fail, you and Aelith are going for a tumble. You do have an inspiration thanks to Paul McGinn, 1973. Thank you for the inspiration. So this is going to be at advantage as you throw your grappling hook.
All right. You just want me to roll the combat grapple for the range
Yeah.
attack?
Yeah, roll your combat grappling. Oh, beautiful. 31. You probably
31.
don't need, yeah, that is already a critical. No, actually, that's not a critical success, but, you know, I mean, yeah, if you want to roll it again, you can. You do have inspiration, so you do get an advantage, so.
Okay, but even if it's lower, I'll still get the 19.
Yeah, you'll still get the 19.
Or the 31. Okay, why not? Let's try it.
Ah, nice,
No.
nice. Okay, yeah. So, your
Yeah.
grappling hook lands within the branches of a tree, snags in, and as it gets taut, you hang on to Aelith as the snow rushes past you. You hold on, your arm starts to get sore, but thankfully Bilratar with his net has distributed that energy outwards a little bit, and you manage to be okay. It is only a few moments of this rolling and roaring thunderous noise before the avalanche stops. You take a quick breath. Some of you have these like little soft laughs, like you know, oh, whew, that was super dangerous. But really,
I'm really,
you know,
really cold. Like,
but that is when you hear another noise.
easy win for the Spider-Man.
The noise is coming from further below the snow. That's me dying. Actually, one second. Let me see if I've got the actual noise. Sound effect, please. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, this might be it. A guttural roaring noise seems to come from just below the snowbank. popping out of the snow, quite upset at the sudden turn of events, are two furry humanoid giant creatures that pop up. They pull themselves beyond the snowy bank and begin to look up to see what absolute muppet released the avalanche down upon their beautiful home. And lo and behold, see Snowy Owl and the others at the top of this hill. They roar a large and fierce warning before they begin to make their way advancing up the hill towards you. The creatures you see are thus.
Oh my god.
no.
All right. Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
do these look like the creatures from our vision? The one that we saw
Uh,
being tortured?
Similar actually. Not exactly the same. Think of it like probably an offshoot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah. All right. To battle, I guess, as Rongle.
Well, I guess.
They are coming up the hill at speed towards you.
Ah. How far away are they? I guess they're on the map. Sorry.
Yeah, these guys will be on the map. So they're about 45
Okay.
foot away, heading up towards you.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. So we're going thinking we're in a cold area, and these things look flammable with all their fur.
You
So
are still
he-
holding Aelith with one hand and still holding
Oh.
the grappling hook with the other.
Yep, I know. Okay, so but the avalanche has stopped.
It has, yes.
Okay. I guess it doesn't feel like if we're gonna slip down anymore, so I guess I will for now let go of the grapple hook.
Very well.
So then I can interact and take out a scroll.
Very well.
For that's I'm guessing one action
Mm-hmm.
because dropping is free. So yeah. And I'm going to the scroll I pull out is going to be a blazing bolt scroll. Well, you can fire additional ray. Okay, so it's a 1 to 3 casting. So I'm gonna cast two actions to do this. But it says for each additional action you use when casting the spell, you can fire an additional ray at a different target, and this is a range 60.
Cool. Yep,
So
they're within
I will
range.
take one action, 2 actions to hit both of them.
Sure, not a problem. All right, make your attack.
All right.
And after which, we then go to Snowy Owl, who is going to take her turn nice and easy, because she is absolutely horseshit with her list of spells. Everyone seems to be
It's a hit.
okay, so I'm going to use Guidance once more, this time on Carl. Carl will get Guidance.
So that one takes 8 points of fire damage.
Yep,
this
which
one-
translates to 18, because they are weak to fire.
Oh, that also hits. Nice. And
Very
that one
nice.
takes 2d8.
All right, done. 19 damage.
Yeah.
All right, you strike
That'll be
both
my
of
turn.
them. That is it. All right, Snowy Owl does her guidance. Aelith, you're up.
Okay, well, she pulls out her bow now that Rongul has let go, and will take aim at the one that's already wounded. So,
They're both a little wounded.
oh, so you fired at both. Okay.
Yeah, I did 2 rays.
All right. So where is it? Okay, here we go. right. Maybe not. Come on. Here we go.
All right. Drawing out your longbow, you fire your shot. It strikes the Yeti directly, and you deal...
I deal
16 points of damage to the Yeti. You have one more action.
Okay, well, let's try this again.
All right, go for it. All right, second shot also lands solidly for another 13 damage. All right, the Yeti at the back looks pretty injured, getting there, getting knocked down bit by bit. Bill, you are up next after Aelith's volley of arrows.
Okay, so releasing the net, because obviously we're not sliding anymore,
Mhm.
and hearing the roar and the, oh, here we go again, almost expression. Bill will very carefully, trying to make sure it's a bit half speed, to avoid slipping again, get up to the front. He'll then focus on his hands as the fire in question, as he goes into that sort of fire stance,
Mm-hmm.
rings out through his two fists. And then he's just going to stare them down with the two fists clearly raised. And I want to do an intimidation. I do have intimidating glare, so I don't need to speak anything. But basically
Very
using the
nice.
fists to
All right.
threaten them off.
Yeah. Make an intimidation check as you try to scare these Yetis. Bilratar letting loose this big guttural noise. His beard, pretty much just makes him look like a dirty, hairy baby, is all these guys see. They basically see, they see this dirty, hairy baby trying to intimidate them. It does not work. So move action, intimidate. Was there anything else?
I was using the activating the fire. Yeah.
Very well. Yep, not a problem. All right, Carl, you're up.
Okay, so first thing is Carl wants to find a safe spot kind of near the back of the group to lower Viv down, still hanging from Snowy Owl with the one rope. So just kind of like uses the second rope to just let Viv down, but tries to, put them at the back of the group so they're not a meat shield. Throws
Very
Viv at
kind
the
of you,
Yeti.
Mr. Carl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
use telekinesis.
Yeah. And then once Viv is out of harm's way, are these? I see the distance on the map, but just for me, is this within range of if I'm in the air, Snowy Owl and the ropes collectively slingshotting me forward to try to go towards the Yeti?
Oh, so you want to like kind of swing using Snowy Owl as an anchor point?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
kind of like launch myself to try to hit him, just straight up hit him with a fist, like
I like it.
flying down.
I like it.
Land
Let's
on 'em.
let's do it this way. I'm gonna take a hero point from you for that one. You'll swing and make the distance, no problem. This will take you 2 actions to do. And when you land, you're gonna make an attack. If you hit one, you will hit them both, as it'll be a shockwave from your hit that'll strike them. Sound good?
Alrighty.
All right, so I'll take that hero point off ya. And swoosh, you guys watch as Snowy Owl moves into position between so that Carl can use his rope to swing him forward. And as Carl swings down, make your attack against one of the Yetis, whichever one you would like, because it's going to hit both either way.
Gotcha.
Mongoose
And then
is like, whoa,
and
I
are
need
you gonna
one of
use
those
your-
ropes.
And are you going to use your Megaton Strike?
I was just gonna ask if I'm able to use that with how many actions I've used, but yes,
No, that's perfectly
ideally.
fine. So your Megaton Strike, I think we've already I think we've already calculated your Megaton Strike in your attack. Yeah, we already have. So it is going to do, if you hit, it'll do 4d4 points of damage.
Gotcha. And then this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay, cool. Easy. All right, so yeah, just make your attack. So on your actions tab, under your Megaton Strike, you want to drag that 15 over onto the character token on the map. It'll then tell you if it hits or miss.
All right. The 15 on the map. There we go.
All right. 24. Well, can you try and drop it on the actual token of the guy?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't do that right. It still launched. Or did it? Oh, no, that worked. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, that will miss, unfortunately. You do have a nat 20 token if you would like to use it.
I'm already up here. Why not?
All right. So nat 20, boom. All right. So because you've landed a critical success, here's what's going to happen. You land your strike. On the bottom left of the screen, can you see that there is a bunch of little toggles? L cover, cover, G cover, etc.?
Yes.
I want you to hit crit, and I want you to drop your damage, drag and drop it onto one of the Yetis. That is 22 fucking damage. Of course, it's fucking 22 damage. All right, so 22 damage to that Yeti, and 22 damage to the other one as you create this massive shockwave outwards. So that costs you 2 actions. You have 1 more action remaining.
He also gets a crit card.
Oh, and you get a crit card. Actually, no, you don't. Because guess what else is in the roleplay book? We got some new crits, baby. Okay, so let's find out. Critical hit melee. Roll me a D100, please, Carl.
Whoa.
Oh, did I grab 2 there? What
No,
just
that's
happened?
perfect. That's perfect.
you go.
62.
Okay.
62. Oh, nice. You landing this superhero power landing. You have been filled with a boost of confidence, and your defense is strengthened for your next turn. You get a +2 to your AC bonus. There you go. That's your confidence boosting. So you have 1 more action. You could make another attack if you would like, or I mean, up to you. What do you want to do?
I need to double check something to see if this is, I can do real quick. Okay, I don't have it on this build. Okay, I am going to just try to basically fortify myself standing just like in front, in between the team and the Yetis, and just try to brace for whatever their next move might be.
Okay, so
Just kind of human shield.
Okay, so normally you would need a shield to do that, but because you got that crit, you're already boosting your defense, so you're good. You're already doing that. So you still have an action.
Gotcha. Well, I don't have the explosive suit on
Just
this one.
punch
do
him.
I? All right, punch him.
All right, pick one, and now you see on your actions there's another number. There's a 15, and then there's an 11 next to that.
Yes.
You want to use the 11 because this is your second attack of the round. A miss, but hey, you know, sometimes you miss. Okay. All right, that is your turn done and dusted as Carl lands a pretty decisive landing and impacts on them. Viv, you're up next.
That was so cool, Mr. Carl.
Oh, right. Sorry. You know what? Let's play around with this. Carl, do you remember how you said you wanted to take on that defensive stance? I did actually miss the donation from earlier on, and apologies to Cookie Mon Steve. We got the secret menu item, so Carl, from now on, your character is able to completely and utterly disassemble your character, the suit of armor, think Iron Giant style, and reassemble it in any configuration or in any way you want. So in this particular case, you deconstruct one of your arms and transform it into a workable shield, which you are raising to get into your defensive position.
I'm gonna. Who was that? Sorry, really quick, Dag. Who was that?
This was
You said
Cookie Mon Steve. Cookie Mon Steve is one of our
Pokemon Steve.
beloved
Thank you so
patrons.
much.
Yeah. So, yes, and like I said, you can also fully autonomously detach bits and pieces, and they can perform tasks and stuff like that for you as well independently.
Full Adams family. I like it.
Yeah, and you can do that with your helmet as well. Like, take off your helmet and put it somewhere so you can spy on things with the sensors and whatever. Literally, however you want to deconstruct yourself or reconstruct yourself, that is now a fully viable option for your armored
He's a
suit.
body of nanobots now.
Not quite, but, you know, yeah. Okay. Viv, you're up next. I'm not giving you nanites.
We're just, whoa, that was so cool, Mr. Carl. And originally, before Carl had done that, their plan was, okay, they now know that snow is not great for your footing. Was going to try and disturb the snow beneath the Yetis to cause. They don't know how bad avalanches get. They don't know the ethical considerations of causing another avalanche. They were going to cause another avalanche. But now Mr. Carl's there, and they don't want to make Carl fall down an avalanche.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what they're going to do. Does it still feel like the snow could be disturbed again, or does it feel like we're kind of on steady footing now?
I mean, it felt sturdy beforehand.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I do think it takes 3 actions, so we'll just kind of getting ready for the next turn. We'll summon there for Nomad's description, a startling Jack-in-the-Box figure appears by Viv. Carl can't see this, but just so you know, it's a terrifying, shadowy Jack-in-the-Box figure with a face that, if you look into it, you realize, oh, that's an abyss in its eyes. Don't worry too much about it. That's just her Eidolon.
Noted.
Yay!
All right. So, are you terrifying him with a jack-in-the-box?
No. Carl can't see it yet. It's behind him. He'll see it eventually.
Okay, good.
And then I guess.
Well, I'd like to think that he'd hear it first. Like, you hear this. Do do
Yeah.
do 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 do.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Chuckles.
Do 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 do.
We
And then-
have said that
Who's the
before.
weasel?
Yeah, we have said that the reason it takes 3 actions is because you do need to do the whole da 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 da. If like she's really in a rush, it sounds really fast. But yeah, you just hear da 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 behind you somewhere in
Yeah,
the
but it's
snow.
like super slow and off key, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, perfect.
yeah. It sounds like it's coming like from a harpsichord rather than like a music box.
All right, so is that it?
Yeah, it's okay if I talk real quick as like
No,
a.
you can't talk.
just-
How dare you?
Oh damn. Okay.
Go on,
Alright.
fucking do it.
Knowing
Oh,
that
there we
Aelith is the one of the not that close to him, Dad.
Sorry, my bad.
Keep a girl inside
One
of the
square back.
jackbox.
One square back.
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
better? Did I get it?
Yeah, Dad, great job.
Sweet.
3. Okay.
Now he sees the jack in the box.
Okay. Hi, Aelith, you know like nature a lot better than me. Why did the fall like okay, what do I need to do to not have the floor fall out from beneath my feet again? Dag, you're out of Dag. Swear to God.
I didn't do shit. Keep going. Keep role playing. Don't pay attention to me.
Okay. Is the floor gonna fall from beneath my feet again?
I don't know. This is the first time I've been in snow.
Oh dear.
One might say she has no idea.
One might say that, Dad. One might say that, Michael. Roleplay.
I think you
Aelith.
need to be careful.
Okay. I'll try not to cause too much damage to the ground. I don't want us to fall again. Besides that, they just have someone their Eidolon. I don't think they meant to summon the Eidolon that close to poor Carl, but it's behind Carl now.
There you go.
Carl's
done.
just slowly thinking he's in a horror movie now. Just ominously, ominous music.
You just
slowly
hear this
go.
rusty spring going back and forth.
Oh, adding to the horror, Dag, is the voodoo link an action or a
Snap.
reaction?
I think it's a reaction.
Reaction, gotcha.
Okay. Meanwhile, the Yetis. Now, the Yetis only have one viable target, and they're going to use it as a punching bag. All right. Here we go. So they've actually got a -4 penalty because your AC is boosted from your crit, and you've got your shield raised. So,
Oh, yeah.
let's see what they do. Claw attack number 1.
Oh.
Natural 20. Fucking brilliant. Of course. Claw attack number 2.
Michael, Nomad just got here.
What a welcome, God.
That was a miss. There you go. See?
Yeah, but Mac, you also know that Dag likes to put a person down so they know not to fear the death rolls.
That's true.
Mhm.
And they're going to use Grisly Appearance on you, which is an intimidation check. Grr. Okay. Which means you are afraid of these things, because these things are terrifying. You realize that they've actually woven human bones into their fur. You can actually see there's still blood dripping from their fangs. They actually show a lot more of their grisliness to you as that happens. The second Yeti is going to go about trying to smack you about as well. So his first attack is going to hit. His second attack is going to land a critical hit.
Oh my gosh.
Michael.
I just work here, man.
He's not rolled any of the damage yet, so it's okay.
I haven't
There's been no
yet.
damage.
Okay. And with his last action, he is going to grab onto one arm along with the other Yeti who landed a crit, and they're going to basically try and pull your suit apart. Okay. So, step 1. The first critical hit. That is a whopping 23 damage from the first crit. And, Nomad, roll me a percentage, please.
That's a new one. Wait, what?
It's the D percentile, the one on the
The
far right, the
D100.
D100.
You rolled it once today already.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Ooh.
35. 35 is nothing. It's like, whoa, that looks like it hurt. Okay, done. Okay, we then go to the second regular hit. So that is 20 points of damage from the regular hit. Then we have our critical hit,
Oh no.
which is
Ooh.
31. Wait, okay, cool, that's fine. We're still okay, we're still fine. Okay, roll me a percentage. $88. Okay, 88. Extra damage dice on top of this. Okay, it was fine. We don't need to just put. Just gonna throw that in the bin, set it on fire. All right. So you all watch the absolutely hideous sight of these two Yetis grabbing onto Carl's arm. One grabs onto his limb and his shoulder, the other grabs onto a leg and an arm, and like pretty much like a pretzel, they wrench and they pull you apart. Now, you have a new power, as courtesy of our secret menu item. Would you like to use your reaction to jettison your armor?
Yes.
Very well. In which case, you do not take 32 points of damage. That didn't work. Oh, God. That's fine. I'll figure it out. 43. There we go. Done. Okay. You do not take that last lot of damage. As a reaction, your armor literally pulls apart and rips clean in two, and the pilot within falls to the ground. You are wearing basically a full flight suit, effectively, with a mask over the front of it, with like kind of a respirator. But your suit is now in two pieces. as they land on either side. Well, they both actually have a piece themselves. They're holding it themselves. But here's the fun fact that I learned while playing Rise of the Rune Lords. Nomad, come closer. 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 Your suit of armor doesn't need to be intact for it to explode.
I'm so glad you clarified that, because that was going to be one of my next questions.
I'm pretty confident it is. In fact, I had a character who had a puppet that was a companion. He died. He literally died. And I said, I don't see anywhere an explosion that stops me from exploding his corpse over and over again. So even though he was dead, I just kept using him. I just kept throwing him at people and kept exploding it. And guess what? I did mention very, very clearly just then that your armor was in not one, but two pieces.
No, I'm going to do horrible things with this information.
Yeah, okay.
Thank
I
you.
just want you to. I just
Yeah.
want you to.
No, I'm there. I'm there.
Okay, cool.
I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm already
fantastic.
there.
Thanks for sharing this
Don't worry.
moment with me. I appreciate it. Okay.
Thank you. No, thank you, honestly. All right.
No,
Now
fine.
back to everything.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, here we go. All right.
Yeah.
All right, that is the Yeti's turn. Yeti spaghettis are all done. Urongo, we're up to you, buddy.
Oh, he just saw this guy just get ripped in half. But there's a thing that fell from the armor, correct?
A guy, yeah.
Or from the suit? A guy?
I mean, it's
Okay.
not a thing. That's kind of rude, but, you know, whatever.
I didn't.
Right
Sorry.
here.
Yeah, just some shit fell out, you know.
Alright, I'm gonna move. I forgot it's alt, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go run up my 25 feet for my one action. And I believe he is 30 feet away from me then. As I'm going
who,
to-
the guy?
Carl.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the guy's 25 foot away from you. Carl is
Okay.
25 foot away.
Carl.
I love how everyone's like, Neil, don't fireball your new friend.
No, I'm not. I'm going to use another scroll with 2 actions to get the 30 range as I pull out a heal scroll.
Oh, so you
And,
moved, pulled out a heal scroll, and then you're using it?
Oh, right. That'd be a one action to do. I can't range it then.
We can save it to do it next time.
Yeah,
He will need
okay.
it.
Yeah. You know what? Then with my last action.
I was going to say, it depends, Dad.
Oh wait, no. So I'll have it
if
out.
pulling out a scroll is similar to pulling out a weapon, don't you allow them to do that on a move?
Oh, yes, you're right. I do allow you to do that on the move. Carry on. Yes, you're right, because you move. So as part of a move action, you can draw your scroll.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
So then yes, 2 actions to use the heal scroll.
All right, do it. Make your healing spell as you read out the scroll.
It's not a big scroll. It's just a level 1 version, but
All right. Carl
A
heals
little bit
12
healed.
points of damage as Rongol reads out the words. Snowy Owl then turns and says, "Be soothed, dear friend. Though we may not know each other, know that your bravery is not unnoticed. You will fight the strong and stalwart battle against these heavy-armored foes." And she heals you for 39 as she waves her hand
Nice.
and soothes you. I think you're pretty much I think you're more or
That's-
less on full health at this point.
That's back to full, yeah.
Yeah, sweet. In addition, you gain a bonus to mental effects, so you feel a little braver. You're still kind of frightened of the Yetis because
I'm invincible! Sorry.
yeah, exactly, perfect. All right, that was Snowy Owl, which then brings us to Aelith.
All right. Let's try this again. She's gonna fire arrows at these things. Let's do it. Let's do our hunter's shot.
ooh.
Okay, and here we go. Okay, and then one more. Oh, let's just go for this one again.
Oh,
I'd like to
Ooh.
nat 20 that, please.
Oh, damn! All right, okay, Aelith's not playing around. Okay, goes for the nat 20. Let's do it, baby.
All right. Where is it? Where is it? Crit.
All right.
And
This time, as the arrow flies through, you can see it just dipping down just to where the snow is. This, like, kind of almost little rip curl around the snow wraps around the arrow as it then veers upwards straight into the head of the Yeti, who falls down. And hey, Nomad, you'd appreciate this. Ready? You have a look at the Yeti.
Yep.
Do you see the Yeti? Do you see the Yeti?
Oh yeah, I
Squish.
see it. Yep. He
He
thinks he can get out that easy? He thinks he can get out that easy?
Yeah, he got
I'm
squished.
going after that blood pile.
I'm going after that.
Turn him into sausage meat. All right, but that was. But I think that's it, Aelith.
yep, that's it.
All right,
Yetis.
Bill Ratar, you're up next.
Okay, so Bill is going to charge at the remaining Yeti. As he's going cinematically, he's going to be growling and angry because he's, from his point of view behind, he saw basically someone got ripped in half. So first action is to yell and go into a rage.
Roar! Bill Ratar angry. Bill Ratar
Yeah.
rage.
Of course, Bill rages. He always does. But with the sudden charge, which is 2 actions, I get to make a free strike at the end.
Pretty much plowing through the snow like a bulldozer. You kind of see like these 2 little waves of snow like peeling on the other side of this dwarf that's just
Yep. With Flaming Fist still charging as he goes
Yep.
along as well.
and a hit.
Yay.
And the extra fire damage is on. Helps if I don't block the token.
Nice, 35 damage as you hit the Yeti, who is weak against fire damage. Does not like it, does not appreciate it. But that is rage, and then the 2 action charge, I believe. Yeah.
Correct.
All right, which brings us to Carl.
So, now with Bill by the Yeti, that's still close. Is the Yeti still holding the half of the suit, or is it near the Yeti still?
It's holding the
Like on
half.
the ground? Still holding it? Okay. And the other half is on the blood pile from the just sitting on top of the.
It's still in the other Yeti's hand, but yeah, it's in.
Oh,
it's
okay,
in
cool.
The...
He's just okay, cool. He's not out of it that easy. Is Bill with his rage? Is that out of suit? Carl wants to try to, with 1 action, run and kind of like pull Bill along, kind of like push
him out of the way.
As as the suit explodes, kind of just triggering like the slow motion, jump from an explosion behind you sort of thing.
Sure, I think this is quite dramatic. So let's make an athletics check, Carl. Bill Ratar, I presume this is just something you're unaware of. So,
He wouldn't expect an ally to charge him from the side, so he's going to just roll with it.
Yep. So, Carl, roll your athletics, please. Okay. Well, ignore the critical fail because that's not the DC. With the +2, you don't push him very well or very far. But you do manage to clear him with just enough room because of how big the creature is that you can use the creature as cover. The explosion goes off not once but twice because there are 2 halves to this explosion. So let's see how they go with their save. What is your explosion DC? It's not a 16, I bet.
It will be on your combat page.
Gotcha.
And then under spell and class proficiencies.
Under spells where the it says explode, there should be a little magnifying glass.
Under spell, I have inventor. I see explode under actions.
Oh, sorry, under actions. Sorry, yeah, under actions.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's an activity.
Gotcha. DC, it says 25.
Okay, I almost crit fumbled that, but that's it. Okay, that's nasty. Okay, sorry, real quick, I just need to. I just need to double check something real quick. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, cool. There we go. All right. So the explosion. So you should be able to see it says 6d6 fire there. Okay, here, I'll show you on my screen. So yeah, under actions, under explode, if you click on the little magnifying glass that's over here. Okay, then it says 6d6 fire.
Oh, yes, gotcha.
Cool. All right, drag that and drop it down onto the Yeti. Cool. So that was the first explosion. The second one, and I'm going to teach you how to do this as well. Can you drag where it says REF DC 25? Can you drag that onto his token as well? This is how you get people to make reflex saves. He will succeed, so he'll take half damage. So now if you drop the damage, it'll automatically halve it.
Gotcha.
Although I don't hold out much hope for this because the...
and then roll...
Yeah, roll the damage.
Damage, gotcha.
Okay. He halves it, but is also weak to it. He explodes and dies. So, as Carl pulls Bill Retire to the side, feel free to roleplay this moment as you detonate your suit.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Don't ask any questions. Run quick. It's got a short fuse.
What the? Oh.
Two large explosions rock the sides of the hill here. You see more snow sort of fall down further up. What was a small avalanche becomes a bigger avalanche, but not your problem as the snow continues onwards. And what was left of the Yeti is now several piles of scrap fur that seem to be littering the side of this mountain.
Well, that worked better than expected.
See, I thought you were going to have a catchphrase like, just, I guess it all worked out, or, you know, I guess you tinkered the wrong way, or righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. I don't know.
I guess it was nice to see you. Chill out. There, got it.
They should have called you Napoleon blown apart.
There. Yeah. We'll workshop it. It would have been better.
Yeah, we'll figure it.
We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it.
I imagine that's the actual thing you're saying.
Yeah. Just goes through like 5 or 6 different one-liners until he gets one to stick.
And Bill's one response is, I take it that was the first time it went boom then.
Oh no, that was just the first time it went boom on purpose. It's a work in progress.
I mean, technically, you can keep booming it if you want. You can, like, you know, like play it to La Vida Loca, you know. Yeah, you can.
He says that to the bodies he blows up. Turn side up.
Yeah.
Bullshit, pull you out.
Do you need a hand picking up the parts, assuming you want to go repair it, Carl?
Oh no, that part's pretty easy. And the suit, just all the individual pieces start just reforming. All the hands start crawling to each other, starts dragging the other pieces. The suit just slowly reassembles, slowly pulls all the pieces together.
Absolutely, it does. It does take a little bit of time, but it does indeed repair. Can I get you to make me a crafting check, please?
Yes. It's on this
basically-
list somewhere. There we go.
I feel like as long as you don't roll a 1, you're gonna be good. Yeah, 26, you're great. Absolutely fine. Okay, and you're also no longer afraid, which is great. Okay, cool. So as your suit reassembles and pulls itself together, once again, you kind of like, do you assemble it separately, or do you like kind of like Iron Man it, like?
It kind of piece by piece, just kind of like Iron Man's around Carl. And then once it's done, it's just one fully like freestanding mech that if he wanted to, he could just like open up, jump out of, jump into. But yeah, just slowly reattaches piece by piece.
Perfect. Nice. All right. You take a moment and give your new companion a good look over. He seems to be quite the capable person. Carl knows the direction to Rilson's estate. It's still a further 11 miles down that way, but if anyone has anything they'd want to add to this scene, now is the time.
Carl, that was so cool.
That was awesome.
It actually exploded when I wanted it to this time. That's a nice change. I meant all according to plan. Yeah, no, I knew that was going to happen. 100%.
You're so
What
cool.
is that? And Carl finally sees the Jack in the Box that's just been ominously standing behind him and just goes into a staring contest.
You're gonna lose. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't
just
recommend a staring
full
contest.
staring.
I gotta be honest.
Just full staring, mortified.
It's a friend. It's a buddy. Don't worry about it. It's chill.
It pulls out a knife.
Hey, put that down. Put that down. What did we
Carl
say
just
about
goes
the knife?
right behind Bill.
That's right. That was the butcher's knife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the serial killer's knife. Put it down.
It puts the knife
I
down.
feel like Bill
Thank
will just put
you.
one calming hand on the other's shoulder and say, "I'm afraid it looks like we got another person with an explosive personality in the group."
That was a good one-liner. I got to figure out how you do that. I've got to get to that. That's a good one. That's a good
Workshop it,
one.
Carl. We'll workshop it.
We'll work on it. We'll talk later.
Okay. Meanwhile, down below, the snow begins to rustle as our heroes move away from the scene. They head down towards the south, following the pathway towards Edward Riddleson's home. But that is when, scuffling out of the snow, appears to be a smaller Yeti, a much, much tinier one.
Oh.
You hear it sort of make this very, very soft noise as it sort of calls out to the endless snow. But there is no response, just the cold winter winds that blow and howl through the trees. However, sad as though this may be, it is short-lived. The creature turns its gaze upwards to the sky, where it sees an aurora suddenly glowing from the icy crown of the far north. As this happens, the creature turns its head upwards, its eyes glaze white, and it starts to make this droning noise, almost as if it were entranced. Meanwhile, all around the world, Yetis, specifically Yetis, see the same aurora, make the same noise, and fall into the same trance. An ominous foreboding, an omen of what is to come. Though our heroes make their way towards a new horizon to the south, the north holds secrets, and below the frozen ice caps, a large looming psychic whale prepares to awaken. And that is where we end today's session. Fuck yeah!
That was awesome.
Awesome! Well, thank you very much, everyone. I hope you guys had fun. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Love that.
Yep.
I had a great time. It's so good seeing you guys here. Thank you for being so patient with obviously, the farewell to Lushara. Well, again, we don't know how long Lushara is going to be gone. But of course, OG is always welcome back. We do love our friend OG and stuff like that. There's other quest stuff and there's other things happening. And of course, thank you for giving me the time to properly get Carl situated and acclimated. I think this was a great first impression for the group. There have definitely been worse ones, I can definitely assure you of that. But yeah, before we head off, guys, real quick, I just want to hear from you guys, like not only how you guys found the game, but I want to hear how everyone felt Nomad did with their first Pathfinder game. So let's start from the bottom of the list here. Let's go with Viv. Viv, how'd you feel about Carl, and how'd you feel about Nomad for today's session?
I think Viv has a new hero in this strange explodey man.
Strange explodey man. Draws
suddenly
pictures in crayon.
Yeah, fell suddenly from the sky, then catapulted us into the sky, landed, caused an avalanche, summoned 2 Yetis, killed the 2 Yetis with an explosion. It's pretty neat. It was pretty neat.
It's pretty neat.
And I gotta say, I think Nomad got a hang of the 3 turn action a lot quicker than I did. Going from systems where you only have the one thing you can do to you have 3 actions and you have to figure out what you're gonna you got that a lot quicker than me. And it was very, very fun to play with you.
Oh, I love that.
Well, thank you. Oh,
no, we're just gonna bombard you with love, and you're just gonna sit there and shut the fuck up. That's all. Aelith, what about you?
I thought it was great. Didn't know what to expect, and then seeing this type of character, it's going to be a very interesting dynamic now in this group from what we've had previously, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this all plays out.
Beautiful.
It was fun.
Neil?
I love Carl. I think he's awesome. Rungul wants his rope. And Nomad, it was so much fun playing with you. I can't wait to play with you more. You are really cool. Yeah.
Scully Eye?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we manage to get Carl to come out of the armor more often, because that might be an interesting one as well. To be honest, I'm actually going to wait till you start getting information overload when you get into the whole other things you can do with the artificer, as soon as you get into the actual overloading and all the unstable stuff, because that's when it gets crazy.
No, you want to talk crazy? We actually gave him the ability to, first of all, quick repair, reverse engineer, and do magical crafting, meaning that literally any object in this game that Carl sees, he can replicate within an hour.
No, I mean specifically the Megaton Strike, for example, putting that into the overdrive state actually increase the damage yet again.
Oh yeah.
Which
I think that brings it to,
if you land a crit, it gets absolutely insane.
Oh yeah, it goes hard.
But it's fact they can go boom in your face as a result.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I cannot wait to see Nomad unlock all of Carl's features and dive into it. But that again takes time. Takes a little bit of.
I want to see him just slowly pull pieces of his armor off and put it on structures, and then just boom, like demolition.
Well, actually, that was one of the reasons why I thought about the idea of separating bits and pieces, because rather than having his armor blow up, he could just remove a finger from his glove and then hide it somewhere and then use it as a makeshift grenade, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. I think there's going to be a lot of really, really, the thing I love about the homebrew stuff that I put forward is most of the time when I give people stuff, it's with the idea that they're going to use it in a bunch of creative ways, and I can't wait to see what Nomad does with all of these. As my impression, I think Carl made a good impression to begin with. I think it was very, very cool as a character to sort of come in with a very, very different different vibe. Normally when you see a lot of very high intelligent characters, you see the all hoity-toity better than now, like, oh yes, no, what, oh well, I know books and things, you know. Whereas in fact Carl did feel very down to earth even from the moment that he showed up. He's like, so I think you guys are who I'm looking for. We're heading back. You guys good? Okay, cool. Let's go. You know, it was very, very he was very human, which I really, really loved about Carl. Carl's a very human character, which is cool. And then when he got into combat, we got to see a lot of that heroic stuff come in. And I tell people this all the time. The one thing I love about this game is the fact that we turn humans into heroes, and I feel like that was embodied so well with Carl. And as far as Nomad, you know, again, you're a dear friend. I love playing with you. This is reminded me all over again that I shouldn't have wasted 2 freaking years before I invited you to my table. It was awesome playing with you, dude, and you are an absolute delight to hang with.
No, it was great. I mean, thank you to everybody for the games. It was great. I am definitely looking forward to seeing where this goes, and nothing but good things. But also, I'm trying to keep track of everything that was just said, and my brain's already overloaded. So
Good.
sorry.
You're good.
Sorry
Everyone's having fun. You're doing good, and that is it. You don't ever have to reciprocate stuff like that. It's just here's good vibes. Now, before we kick off, we do want to just give everyone a heads up on our next game, which is going to be in like 7.5 hours or 7? Yes, about 7.5 hours. Where we'll be back for a Starfinder game with a whole new group of characters. Embarking on a homebrew adventure in which our group is currently in an underground fighting is in the streets currently fighting a gang of rat folk cyborgs, which is going to be a whole bunch of, you know, fun stuff. So look forward to that. And in the meantime, guys, as always, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here throughout the week. Stay safe. Stay wonderful. Be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And as always, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye!